Hi there, it's Thinking Time 15. Why you can trust your hunches. Have you ever had that strange feeling deep down that something was right or wrong before you could properly explain it? A hunch, an instinct, a quiet inner warning, a sense that says, pay attention. Most of us have experienced this. A person seems trustworthy before they've earned it. A decision feels wrong even though it feels perfect on paper. Or you walk into a room and immediately sense tension. Maybe, perhaps, you meet someone and somehow know they're carrying pain behind the smile. Because modern life often tells us to trust only logic, spreadsheets, and reason. But human beings are more complicated than that. We're pattern recognition creatures. What does that mean? That means that our minds are constantly gathering tiny details that we're not consciously aware of. Tone of voice, facial expression, timing, atmosphere, contradiction. And sometimes our hunches are simply our subconscious mind putting the puzzle together before our conscious mind catches up. And you see this all through history and storytelling. Think about Winston Churchill. Before the Second World War, long before many politicians accepted the danger of Adolf Hitler, Churchill had a hunch, a deep conviction that something was not right, something dark was coming. Others dismissed him as paranoid or dramatic or warmonger, but history proved his instincts were right. Or think about music. Paul McCartney famously woke up one morning with the melody of Yesterday already in his head, and at first he thought he must have accidentally copied it from somewhere because it felt too complete to have appeared suddenly. But sometimes creativity arrives before explanation. Some of the greatest songs, books, and inventions began as intuitions before they became finished ideas. How about literature? Well, Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird constantly explores this tension between surface appearance and deeper truth. The young girl, Scout, slowly learns that instinctively, recognizing goodness or danger in people often matters more than social reputation. And movies love this idea too. In The Lord of the Rings, Gandalf repeatedly trusts instinct over certainty. He cannot always explain why Gollum should be spared, but his intuition sees something others miss. And that decision changes the future of Middle-earth. And now, of course, not every hunch is correct. Fear can sometimes disguise itself as instinct. Anxiety can pretend to be wisdom, and prejudice can masquerade as discernment. And that's why hunches must be tested with humility, reflection, and wisdom. On the other hand, ignoring your instincts altogether can also be dangerous. Sometimes your spirit notices cracks before your mind does, and sometimes your conscience whispers before consequences shout. Furthermore, your deepest insights arrive quietly. The best leaders, artists, teachers, parents, and friends often learn to listen carefully to those inner nudges, not blindly but respectfully, because intuition is often experienced speaking in language faster than words. The Bible puts it this way in Proverbs chapter 20, verse 27. The spirit of man is the lamp of the Lord, searching all the inner depths of his heart. In other words, there's something profound about the inner life. Human beings aren't machines. We are capable of discernment, reflection, wisdom, and moral intuition. Thank you for listening so far. Let's just pray. Lord, help us to grow in wisdom. Teach us when to listen to our instincts and when to question them. Give us discernment, humility, and courage to act when we sense what is right. Amen. So, a challenge for this week. When you get a quiet hunch about encouraging someone, avoid something harmful, pursuing an opportunity, or doing the right thing. Do not dismiss it immediately. Pause, reflect, listen carefully, because sometimes the smallest inner voice can lead to the biggest turning point. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.